Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy New
Hello.
Year. We're here. We made it over the hump. Great to see you all. Sorry that my background is blurry. When you start playing with your machine and it does it's like it says, "I'm going to take over now." Anyway, but we're here and my mind is not blurry. And we're in Watch Me Work. Um We've been doing this show for a long time, and I keep saying I'm gonna find out exactly how long, and I keep spacing on it. It's been a long time, and maybe 15 years, maybe longer. We started in the lobby of the Public Theater. Well, actually, we started at a theater around the corner from the Public Theater, as part of a theater festival, and then very soon after that, we moved into the lobby of the Public Theater. And before the Public Theater had that beautiful, what's that called, new work development, that chandelier thing that we've got in the lobby. Anyway, before that
What
Shakespeare
is that?
chandelier thing.
It's like a chandelier of banners.
Yeah, chandelier of
Of
Shakespeare
like Shakespeare
quotes.
quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Shakespeare quote
Coat
chandelier thing.
chandelier
Before that,
LED
when they
screen.
were when they were making that, we were in the
Yeah.
lobby. And then COVID came and we went on Zoom. And we've been on Zoom ever since because Zoom is great. And we're supported by the New Work Development Department, and we're supported by HowlRound. And both entities have been supporting us and uplifting us for all these years, where we get together once a week. But when lockdown happened, we got together 5 days a week. And I'm just saying all this because it's a new year. And it's like, yeah, what have we been doing all this time? We've been getting our work done. And I show up and we show up for each other to support each other. And the title is Watch Me Work, but it's not about me because I hardly ever talk about my work. I love talking about your work and I love watching you work. And we work together for 20 minutes and then we talk shop for the rest of the hour. And people have been getting their projects done, myself included. Hallelujah. So we're going to do the same thing today. It's 2026, and we're going to work together for 20 minutes, and then we're going to take questions from you about your work and your creative process. It can be about any kind of creative process. You can be writing a novel or a memoir or a painting something or doing a woodworking project or a dance piece, anything you want, anything you're working on. We're welcome to talk. You're welcome to talk about it here. While we don't have time to actually share the work here, we do have plenty of time to talk shop. So if you'd like to talk shop after our designated 20-minute work session, New Work Development is going to tell you how to do it. Go, Zoe.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to Watch Me Work. Happy New Year. It's going to be the year of the red horse for anybody who cares. It hasn't started yet for the lunar calendar, but it will be. And it's going to be great. So, after the 20-minute work session, if you would like to ask a question, we would love to get a nice little queue going. So in order to ask your question, please click the React button at the bottom of your screen. When you click the React button, it has a little heart above it. If you click it, it'll give you an option to raise hand. So you're going to click that button and raise hand, and it's going to tell us who all has questions, and then we will call on your name and you can unmute and ask your question. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. So that's that. Get your questions ready. I am putting in the chat again, just something because we have a free show that we're doing. Me and my band, we're doing a show called The Tune Up. It's free and we live stream. So you don't you can
Oh,
just
nice.
click and there will be on the 5th of February at 7 p.m. New York time. And we're going to be doing the Tune Up, which is just a good fun show with a live 9-10 piece band, however many people we got in the band at this point. Anyway, it's lots of fun. So if you want to join in, it's free. Come on. TheTuneUp.org gives you information. Okay, here we go. So exciting. First one of the year. Woohoo! Boom. Let's go. Okay, that's 20 minutes. So 20 minutes we've been
It was
doing,
truly like one of those things. And then Jesse,
yeah, one of those. It's one of those things. We're back, and if y'all have any thoughts, questions, or observations or things you would like to share about your creative process or anything really, but we're here for you.
Hi, Kayla. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Kayla. Where are you? It looks like a beautiful place. You're in some place really nice.
It's a backdrop.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Well, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful backdrop.
It comes with dogs.
Very cool. Very cool. Wow. Very cool.
My question, I'm working on a play,
Mhm.
and so I'm reading lots of plays, and some plays, like the stage directions are a play within themselves. They're just like gorgeous, like poetry. And then other plays I'm reading, they're farce. And so I get pulled in both directions because I like, I'm also a choreographer, so I like to tell people what to do with their bodies, but I know actors hate that. So, what are your thoughts on stage direction? That's my question.
Well, I think I mean, I go different ways. I love that, for example, some of my favorite writers don't use a lot of stage directions. Some of my favorite writers put the action in the line, which I think is really great, you know. So like wait, I can't, I'm just thinking, I can't think of any right now. Or some stage directions, when they're great stage directions, they're very brief. Exit pursued by a bear, for example, you know. So you have lots of great stage directions that are very brief. But I mean, Shakespeare doesn't have tons and tons of stage directions. Here we are in the Forest of Arden. There's one, right? So he doesn't have, we don't have, at least in the versions I've read, there's no big long description of like, this is the foliage, these are the trees, this is what, you know, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Here we are in the Forest of Arden, which is really fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gives a lot of space and room for your collaborators, like you said, your actors and stuff to get in there and imagine the world with you. And still, if you're a choreographer as well, so it's not bad to wanna tell people what to do. I mean, let's be real about it. You're writing a play, right, Kayla?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually, if I may, I mean, you're putting words in people's mouths.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling people what to say. And with, you know, blocking suggestions, you're telling them where to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. You know, it's not like one of these, it's not like you don't have a control problem. You're just doing your job.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say do what feels good for you. If you feel like I'm really over, you know, I'm really trying to control every move they make, then okay, take your foot off the accelerator. Give them some space to create, you know. Um, um, I love it both ways. Tennessee Williams has long ass stage directions. Lord have mercy. But I love them. I love them, you know. Um, I think you could mix and match. That's what I suggest. Mix and match. Do what feels good to you, right?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Because there's no
Yeah.
rule. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's helpful. Like just to sort of, I don't think I'm being controlling, but I get,
Right.
a I'm just sensitive to the fact that, people like to have their own input and things. So, but that's very helpful. Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, could they have their own input even alongside your input?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So that works well too. You know, sometimes,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, you know, when you're writing a script, sometimes I've written screenplays where the director or the production company will go, "Oh, come on, describe the room and, you know, say more." You know, they want
Yeah.
more. And then you get handed to an actor or whatever, a director, and they're going, "No, no, no, I never read the stage directions." So, you know, it's a taste thing. And make it enjoyable for you and feel like if you've really conveyed your story, then I
Mm-hmm.
think you're on the right track.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Great question.
Mhm. Great, thank you so much. Hi, Charlie. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, SLB. Hello, everyone. Happy New
Hey.
Year.
Hey, Charlie, Happy New Year.
So I'm in this wonderful place where I started a new play a little while ago, and I'm still, still in that honeymoon phase, delusional phase where I'm really still loving it and enjoying it. And embracing that. Well, as long because it won't last, but while it does, might as well enjoy it. But it has me also thinking about sort of the other end, which is, at some point, even though I'm a big believer in that, you can always find ways to make something better.
Mhm.
At some point, I will stop working on this and be working on other things. Just curious if you have some thoughts about when is it the right time to let it be, to leave it be. Maybe I should add in that unlike, some people, the chances of this being produced are not high,
Mhm.
which is fine. Um, it's not really why I'm doing it. But at some point, the right thing to do is to say, okay, it's done
Mhm.
and move on to other things.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, yeah.
but when is
I
that?
I know. I'm gonna go back for a sec to one of the first things. So you just started writing a new play, or
A
you
little while
right,
ago,
a little
yeah.
while ago, and you're still in the honeymoon phase.
Well, yeah, which it doesn't work that way for everybody I know, but it's like, there's this idea I've been wanting, I've been thinking about for over a year, and like I finally have the time to sit down and start playing with those people and those
Uh-huh.
ideas and let it flow out, and I'm just loving that part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you said after that, you said, I know it's because the honeymoon phase is going to end. May the honeymoon phase continue always. May you always be in love with your play, even when they're difficult. It's like a spouse, it's like a spouse. Sometimes you wake up and you go, oh, rah, rah," but you still love them, even though you're not in complete and perfect agreement with them. So I hope you do always love everything you make, and it sounds like you're writing this play for all the right reasons. It's like you said, the chances of it getting done aren't huge, but you're writing it just because you really love the characters and you love the story that you want to tell, which makes it maybe a little harder, the question you're asking, when do you let it go, because you're putting so much love into it. There's a there's your other brain, right? And we all know this, your gut, right? And someone who's a scientist maybe will give us a real scientific explanation, but your gut is your second brain, right? Your gut is and we have to, as artists, as creatives, as humans, as people, as living whatever, as people in this incarnation, learn to listen to that as well as listen to what's going on up here. We must. That's where, Charlie, that's where you're going to hear that you're done. From your gut. Your gut will tell you. Your gut will tell you. Your gut will say, good job. We're good. We're good now, Charlie. You've done everything you can for us. You've brought us into the light. You've given us the space. You've given us the story. You've helped us sing the song. And now we're good. Thank you. You can go on to the next piece. Your gut will tell you that. So you have to learn to listen in much more than you're listening out. Some producer you like, or some actor, or whatever, some theater that you like. You really have to train that. That's one of the most important tools that an artist can develop. Do you have a strong sense? Do you have your gut's been talking to you for all this time? Write me, right?
That's true. And I actually am a big believer in listening to the gut, although I don't know that I've listened to it in this respect before. And that's a good reminder. It served me well at times. Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. You've had great experiences listening to your gut. It is so key to the creative process. So your work is talking to you. I mean, that's who's.
Great
It's great.
reminder. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Great, thank you, Charlie. Hello, Lauren. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I have the faith that this is going to be a much better year
Yes.
for all of us. I really have that faith. All right, my question is, I've been thinking the last day or two of the role of encouragement in the writing process
Mhm.
from family, friends, colleagues, a person on the street, who cares?
Mhm.
A partner. What is that play a role in this? Because I think it does, and I think I know I need encouragement.
Mhm.
And I don't think I'm alone.
Yeah. What you think I don't? Nah, I don't need. No, come on, Lauren. Yes, yes. Encouragement. That means to strengthen your heart. You know, core. You know, to give you courage. It's not just like a pat on the back. Good job. It's not false, and we can get it in lots of different places. We can get encouragement here and Watch Me Work. That's one of the functions of Watch Me Work. I went to, which I rarely do, I went to the supermarket today because my son likes muesli and we were out of muesli. So I'm like, well, I'll go and get some muesli. So I walked down the aisle and there was a woman with pink, beautiful, bright pink Crocs on. And she and I stopped in the aisle and just looked at each other and simultaneously said, I wish you the best new year ever. And we were giving each other just spontaneous. It wasn't related to anything. I didn't know her. I'd never seen her before, but she looked like someone I had to talk to with those shoes, right? So you can ask for encouragement in all places. You can ask for encouragement here. I'll happily give it to you, and so will others. You can ask for encouragement. Just go outside and say, Spirit, I need some encouragement. And you'll probably run into that lady with those pink Crocs who will say, but it's encouragement is very important. And yes, we give it to each other and ask for it all the time. It's nothing's too small to need encouragement for, you know. Is that all right? So, I just need encouragement to feel good about my writing today. I just need encouragement to feel good about writing this sentence. Little things we can get encouragement for. Yeah.
Right.
There is help out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you have to find it within yourself, too. I mean, it's like you have to, it's time to, fish or cut bait, as the old expression goes. Okay. And no one, you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you.
Sure.
You have to do it. So.
Sure. But we can, but I mean, everyone who runs the marathon, the New York Marathon, and I've never run it, but I've watched it. All those people along the sidelines doing that, that's encouragement. So yes, they're doing it themselves on their own 2 feet, but there's a lot of love being sent
Right,
there, and that's
right.
important.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a good thing to give encouragement this year.
Well, thank you, Lauren.
Well, thank
Hi,
you.
Kimmy. Happy New Year. Feel free to unmute yourself.
Hello, Merry Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
It's so good to see you all. I've missed you. One thing, I guess this kind of falls in with Charlie and what Lauren was saying. My husband is an architect, and we were sitting at the Disney Hall for a conversation with Frank Gehry and Asa Pekka and a few other people. And Frank Gehry, who designed the Disney building, was sitting on the stage and looking the whole time. And you could just tell he was really still annoyed about some things, and I think that as artists, because we evolve, we see our work differently in different stages of our life. And so I think and I have another friend, Rain Pryor, Richard Pryor's daughter. She wrote Fried Chicken and Latkes, and that has changed over the years as she's grown. So is the play. So I think we are also kind of hard on ourselves at times. So I just want to say that as some encouragement for Lauren and for Charlie and anybody else who needs it. And then also, I'm struggling with formatting in Final Draft. And
Oh.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes, sometimes it's like when I'm writing a play, I don't know if I'm doing general scene or scene heading, and sometimes it's all capitals, and sometimes it's not, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, other than starting all over and
Oh, no. Well, unless you like retyping stuff. I mean, Final Draft is a pretty great program. I mean, you mean Final Draft in your typing?
Yes, yes.
Not
I
the-
just wish they sent me a child who could help me with it.
Oh, I have a child I could send you.
Please, please.
He could come over and help you learn.
I'll even drive up and get him.
He'd love it. He's like, yeah, let's go. What you could do is maybe, a lot of times we don't just take the time to learn how to use the tool effectively. So you could, so we're so gung ho and rightly so about, I got to work, I got to do my work, and I got to write. We also might have to section off some time to learn Final Draft. So if there's a tutorial, if there's a Final Draft tutorial, I mean, I don't, I know there's a great help, and I'm always typing in, how do you do this? How do you do this? Like that.
Okay.
But if there's a Final Draft tutorial, if you could just set aside, like an hour, that's all it's going to take.
Okay.
How do I get, improve on Final Draft? And you just set aside the time.
I think because of my age, I forget about YouTube tutorials. I still look things up in a book.
Oh Lord, the Final Draft doesn't come with a book, does it?
I know, that's what I'm
Oh, okay.
saying. Like, I don't think like, oh, go to the internet for help. I just because we have a new coffee machine and I don't know how to use it yet. And my friend, how old are you? 36. He goes, well, we'll just go to YouTube. And I went, oh yeah.
Okay, so for the new year, yeah, you go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. I go to YouTube. I mean, I go online, everything.
I appreciate it.
Every,
Thank you for
yeah.
that.
And good luck with your coffee maker.
I'm gonna need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, darling.
Thank you, and RIP Frank Gehry.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Thank you, Kimmy. Alan, hello. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, Alan.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy 2026.
2026.
I'm absolutely of the opinion that this will be better than last year.
Yes, yes, yes.
Which, by the way, Lauren, something happened to you good last year, because I just remember looking at you and going, you speaking, I'm going like, okay, she's plugging away. I got to be like her. So be out here inspiring. Like, it's good to see you again. Good to see all of the familiar faces and everyone new. I have been on a journey since starting working with you guys, which I am gratitude heavy with this. I was like, I'm going to ask a real question and not just for a gratitude today. And so I have that, but I got to check back in with this play I've been working on. I think I've mentioned it being this sort of epic family drama thing. And I had it sort of centered in Ecuador, which is where my mom is from and retiring from, and it sort of has this big thing. I've just been away from it. I got notes that it was like from a friend who said it was like 2 plays in one.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll split it. And then I was like, I'll probably split it into 7 plays and sort of have a representative of every member of my family. So I'm getting super ambitious with this thing and putting too much on it. So obviously the weight of it, I'm like, I gotta back away. So I hadn't been working on it or working on kind of writing anything lately, and but just percolating, I suppose. And I'd sent this play as it was in hi Thea, that's my dog Thea. I'd sent this play to my mom in the summer because we were sort of people were having a tough time, and I was having a tough time. I was like, Mom, I gotta let you know what I'm working on. So I sent her this play, and then she eventually read it, and she was kind of like, it just seems like it'd be something too much. It's self-referential, and she kind of like was kind of like about it. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I was like, yeah, I hear you. So I just have been in sort of a writing limbo, as I said. And then like a month or so ago, she calls me. She goes, "I just found my play that you wrote." And I was like, "Oh, your play that I wrote?" She's like, "Yeah, I found it. I printed it out. I forgot I had it, and I didn't." I was like, "Where did this come from?" I read it, and she was just like, "Some you got some of the details wrong." But I think she was like moved by it in a way that touched her, and I think she was like, "Oh, you're doing this thing about my family."
Uh-huh.
And I've been a slow starter on New Year's, so I haven't wished anybody Happy New Year's till today. So Happy New Year's, everybody. And my mom finally calls me, so I feel guilty. I'm guilty. And she's like, "No one called me, wish me happy birthday." But she told me that she had gotten a journal from her sister last year for Christmas around this time, New Year's,
Hmm.
and that she had started to write down her stories that I was getting wrong. She's like, "There's some big stories I want to tell, and I wish my mother had written these stories."
Hmm.
So all that to say, I'm still working on this thing, and you never know where this is going to hit or how it's going to hit, and that to me felt poignant. But I went back in today, having not looked at it in a while. I was like, "What am I going to do?" I was like, "Alan, just read it. That's writing. Reading your stuff again is writing." I got to the second scene, and the first scene is a funeral. The second scene is the younger kids, and I was like, "Oh, the energy is different." And then I'm like, "Well, if the energy is different, why is everyone sitting down? Why are we starting with the adult person who has to change clothes? And why don't we start with the kids entering? And why don't we start with an entrance?" And then I realized that by doing that, I now get to give the grand dame of this play, my mother, so to speak, an entrance onto the stage.
Oh.
And anyone playing a role at that age is going to be a grand dame of anyway, so they're going to want an entrance. So then I was like, "Oh, this sort of just changes how I'm looking at the play. I got a new sort of aspect to work with." And so stage directions, no stage directions. It was felt like a exciting development.
Wow.
So thank you.
Wow. It takes a lot of courage to keep working on stuff, you know? It takes a lot of courage to work on stuff that's like close to home,
Yeah,
on family stuff. So we just gotta like celebrate what you're doing for those reasons. Like you're continuing to work on it, which is really a lot, you know, it's a lot. It's a big deal. Uh,
yeah,
it's a big deal also to show someone you love and care about, like your mom, a play or something you're writing, anything you're working on, and to have her give her feedback. That's very bold. Um, gotta say, I've never done that. I've never given my mom anything before it's finished. You know, it's like, "Mom, come to the show, but don't give me notes before it's finished." So that's very bold. Um,
mm.
but just you know, keep working. Do you have sort of a game plan, like a goal, like when you're going to get a draft done or something like that, or another draft done? What do you think?
Well, no. So right now I'm a little bit all over the place. I have a novel that I just released on Substack, or a novella, which is part of a
Congratulations.
trilogy.
Uh-huh.
And so I have the second book written for that. I'm trying to figure out how to get people's eyes on it and make it have attention, or have anyone send me money for something. So I'm trying to do that. And that's the big thing right now is I did this Christmas or New Year's intention thing where I wrote down 13 intentions,
Uh-huh.
burn one every night,
Oh.
and then on New Year's Day burn the last one. And the last one remaining was the intention that was my job to focus on. The universe is supposed to take care of the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
So that intention was that I sold a film or a pilot. So my question is, how do I do that?
How do you sell a film or a pilot?
Yeah.
Have you written a film or a pilot?
I've written a pilot. I've got two others that I started development on, and I have a treatment idea for a sequel to Robert Altman's Popeye, which I'm like, how
Oh.
do I even do that?
Oh, cool. So I think the best way, I mean, I think you've got a great start on it. The best way to sell a film or a pilot is to get the writing done. So you've got to write the film. Um, you'd be writing it, you know, doing it the best of your ability, getting notes from friends or, you know, colleagues or whatever, so you can do rewrites on it, and then start shopping it around. Do you know, you said you published something, a novella on Substack. And you must know that the film The Martian, is that The Martian? Yeah, was first a novel or a novella
Oh,
Substack.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's called The Martian. Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a novel or a novella. I don't know the length of the work, but it was originally published on Substack, and then he has another one out called something like Hail Mary or something. Anyway, another one come out. So there's a lot of activity on these what used to be just known as alternative platforms that you seem to
Right.
be well versed in. So I would say write the thing, get it up on the platforms that you're familiar with, and keep generating content. And that's the best way to you know, get people looking at it, because if it's interesting, people will start looking at it, and then it could catch fire. So I'm pretty sure it's called The Martian.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I just remember it's a Matt Damon movie, and I know it started on Substack. It was pretty cool. It was that it made that leap, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. Thank you so much. Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
Good to see
Thank you,
you.
Alan.
Happy New Year. Thank you, Alan. And SLP, you're totally right. It is The Martian.
It's The
Zoe and I were confirming. We were like, we remember.
Thank you. Yeah. But it started on Substack, which is really cool.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
thinks, oh my gosh, I got to get it published by a big publishing house and everything.
Man.
But there's so many ways to get good eyes on your work these days, which is great.
That's right. Yes, yes. Hello, Lou. Happy New Year. Feel free to unmute yourself.
Hey,
Happy New Year. Great to see everyone.
how you doing?
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
So I'm speaking to you at a really interesting moment, which is that I delivered the copy edits for my book today, which were the last time I could make any changes to it.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. It's really exciting.
Wow, it's really great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then there's someone designing it. Anyways, it's coming out in June. So whether we like it or not, this is what it is.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, it's really cool. So the idea of finishing something
Mhm.
and being finished, like as long as I've been working as a group with you all, like I've been working towards something, and I finished, smaller pieces or published smaller things, but I'm really struck by the finality of it today. It's really something. It's like, yeah, it's wild. And so with that is my question, which is a little sideways, but I'm going to ask it. I don't really, yeah, I'm just going to ask it. I delivered the notes back, and I worked on them for several weeks, and something about my bio kept tripping me up, because as I've gotten older in my life and understood who I am, I've been the last couple of years using she, they pronouns, and that feels like it's very accurate to me. But when I had this career that I had, I was very much a she person exclusively. And I'm 52, and I've lived my life a long time. And I realized today, as I was delivering this, that it didn't feel accurate to not reflect my she, they-ness. And I spoke to my editor about it, and she was like, well, it's due today and you have it till 6 o'clock. So I'm literally sitting here with a new version of my bio, that description, and changing up some of the pronouns in my bio. And I'm really nervous about it, because it's a new way to be in the world. And maybe because I'm older and I'm sort of like slowly like trying this on, and not trying, like it feels authentic, it feels real.
Right.
But I think my question is about the idea of identity as an artist, and like, is it important to, like, what's the role of claiming your identity in your artwork? And is this the time for me to do this or not? And you can't answer that one. But I just found this idea of identity. There's so much about identity in art in the modern world, and I'm so always psyched to see it and hear about it. I think maybe I thought as an older creative person, like maybe that's not my jam. And also the world's a little freaky right now, and I'm a little like, wow, is this where I want to be? And I think I just heard myself say, well, yeah, because the world's really freaky and this is who I am, I probably need to do this. So I don't know, just struggling with it a little. I wanted to bring it here.
I want you to feel I mean, you've done such great work.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done such great work. So let's just pretend, this is the easy part.
Mm-hmm.
This is the easy part. And sometimes when we finish things, we're about to cross the line from the hard part to the easy part. We want to make the next part really hard.
Mm.
At whatever age, if you were 92, Lou,
Yeah.
and you were like, I'm feeling whatever your pronouns, whatever, and they're different
Right.
from what I felt when I was 32. You're allowed, I mean, it's not the discussion, consideration, wanting your pronouns to be considered and reflect your authentic self is not a game for people under 20.
Yeah.
Not a game for people under,
Fair.
I mean, it's not a game. It's not an activity solely for people of a certain age. I mean, that's age hating talking. It's not ageism, it's age.
Yeah.
It's age hate. And how can we hate age? I mean, we hate age, we hate life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that's not where you're at. You love life and you love yourself and you want to feel like this is me. Now, do you want to have that as part of the conversation of you? It's going to add an additional facet of conversation, maybe, or maybe, or if it's a big deal to talk about, or if it's not, it's just like who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For 3 weeks, I sat on the bio, and every time I read it and copied it, I felt like this isn't me.
Just the she.
Yeah, it just didn't
Yeah.
feel right, which is why it came up today. I was just like, is this really what I'm doing? I brought it up. I delivered the edits this morning, and then I wrote my editor. I was like, can we just talk about this for a second? Because
Great.
I'm evolving in real time. And she was like, yeah, get it back to me by 6 o'clock.
Great.
Right there now.
Great. I mean, you're listening to your gut.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
Listen to your gut. If it's not feeling right, you got to go with what feels real and authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not one to shy away from or take the easy road or anything like that. You're the one. What pronouns. I mean, I'm like Walt Whitman. I can take multitudes. You can call me whatever you need, So that's my trip. Your thing is you want to decide, and I think you know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I worked on it in my, well, it's blurry. I worked on it in the 20 minutes.
That's the best use of watch ever. Oh, wow. That's the best use of watch work ever. That's why we're here, people. That's why we're here. Look at you. You've come all this way.
Right? I mean, it is, I'm not being dramatic. It's 6 o'clock. This is due right now. Like, it's like finish line, like the natural, when he cracks the baseball, this is it.
It's pretty great. It's fantastic. We get to be with you while you cross the finish line. Woohoo! We're standing on the sidelines going, yo, go, Lou. Woohoo!
Thank you all. Thanks, SLP. Yeah, man. Oof.
Look at you. Come.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'll do it. I'll hit send and we'll just move forward. This is it. This is who I am. This is what it is.
Yeah. And it's not it's a beginning. It's
Mhm.
the door is actually opening. It feels like a door is closing, but the door is like swinging wide open.
Yeah.
God, look. Brave new world. Here we go.
Mhm. All right. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Oh,
Yes.
goodness. It's 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock, and we are back next week. We are back Monday, January 12th. So week to week, here we go.
Okay. Love you all. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
26.
Happy New Year, all.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.